Alright, hello. Today I'm going to be casting map 2 of Furia versus MIBR in the quarterfinals of PGL Astana 2025. These teams have fought hard to get into the playoffs with this tournament, meaning a lot to both teams. Top dogs aren't there. Can they find their way through to the grand finals? But so far, can MIBR get revenge on Furia from their group stage loss of they've already met so far? Or will Furia take themselves to the semi-finals with two freshly signed players? Let's see how this. Alright, like I said, this is MIBR versus Furia today. This is the second map of this quarterfinal so far, and Furia taking the first map, so we'll have to see how this goes for MIBR. They have to claw this one back through Furia's map pick at that, if they want to stay in this. I believe this is one of their first playoffs that they've been in recent memory as well, so both of these teams, a lot of stakes to play for South America going through. A couple of kills come through, equalize scoring for the minute, but Furia running in, getting just a couple more than MIBR. Breno holding Pop Dog valiantly for the minute. Do challenge him though, now running up. Clear the entire site of A, still go through Pop Dog, and now they're going up towards A. It's exit on the site. Are they going to be ready for this position? Yes, they are. He peeks it early, and they now know where he is. It's a 1v3 for exit. They're going to see him on the B site, and they're going to say no. They don't want that. They're going to want to have a reshuffle. Yuri's already got 3, and he's got bomb planted now. Kindar going up close, once he's getting his face, spots him out, doesn't get shot. Grenade comes through, does take him out. A bit closer to that pistol round for exit. That's on the board, but Yuri, does he want the 4K? No utility left. And still some good health on both of the players of Furia. He's going to go up here. Doesn't know that Yuri's there. Yuri does find him. Yuri gets 4, and Furia gets a pistol round. Nice little round through there. They've managed to get A control pretty nicely. They dropped 2 players, but ultimately clear out the A site. Decided to go B anyway, but see the players on B, see the defense, and go A. Reshuffle it all. Exit can't get any more kills. He does get Kindar though, but still valiant effort, doesn't find it. Running up through B again, bomb hesitant. Bukowski and Sani on the long of B, just hiding in the smoke, lurking through it for the minute. Bomb still pretty much over towards T spawn. Is going to take a look over towards Ivy, but MIBR are pretty much all in this hallway. Yuri gets a bit of a surprise there as the USPSs ring out. And they see how many people are there, and the bomb's going to decide to go over towards A. Gun and AK does get saved from that though. The only AK on Furia gets handed straight over to MIBR, and it looks like bomb will get planted. Pop Dog's being held for the minute, so getting them funneled through CT. Kind of fallen farm up. Going just around. Safe, trying to clear all these angles. Travelling in a pack are MIBR. Spots out Fallen, he spots them too, just gets a little tag onto them. Sees the amount of players there, maybe doesn't want to go for this just yet. Tries to get the flash assist. Fallen will find 1, but ultimately this will be a save for MIBR. They're quite happy with the single AK saved. So they're going to give this round to Furia, and that is a 2-0 start for them. Molodoi picking off those on the outside, but AK is not taking any chances, going to sit there over towards CT. Ooh, see how they fight in this first gun round. It's a good way to get the AK back first, but as Furia make sure they've got all the players on B, MIBR make sure they're stacked over there, can just waltz into the A site uncontested. This first gun round, we'll see the first challenge from these. Sani, like these up close fights, doesn't care about the smoke, but nobody's here to punish him for the minute. gets that information and they're all over towards B or Ivy. You don't know where, but Breno's currently alone on B. 4 people flooding the B halls. Only just now I've got an inkling of where they might be. Here we are. Utility comes out. Caserato nearly gets the spray. Breno holds his own for the minute, but ultimately does get killed. There's 3 people over towards Con now, falling up close with the MP9, gets a trade. There's a 2v2 retake. Insani not ready for the Molodoi push. It's only exit left once again, but the quick flank from Yakindar. Not sure if he's going to be ready for this. Does get to spam out Molodoi, but just as the smoke fades, Yakindar will find him. 3 on the board, a crucial gun round found for the Furia boys. And MIBR, do they save? Do they force? It looks like the force is coming out now. Full AKs on Furia. Scouts and pistols to go up against. Making sure MIBR can buy for the next round. Utility comes through, trying to fight for that A main control. Rays come through, soften up the Kelsey. Caserato spots out 2 of them. Pop flash for himself. Insani full blind, but the smoke saves him. And MIBR pushing up towards halls for the minute. Yuri, is he there ready to punish? So many people crowding in here, just separated by a few smokes. Lurking, just biding their time, and Caserato sees the edge of the hand, I believe. Gets a spam through the smoke. Lukowski trying to make his way out, but the spam coming through from Caserato, trying to find him, just ekes his way out. Just as the smoke decides to fade, Lukowski going to challenge Yakindar instead, over towards A main, but the AK, the superior weapon, might find him if he's not careful. But MIBR player down, and Furia looking to just play out that advantage for the minute, but one over towards Ivy. Molodoi does punish that push. They now know there's nobody over towards A main for the minute. And MIBR are stacking up on B, but Yuri opens up, finds out onto Breno and Lukowski, and Breno maybe just the turnaround could have been better for that, but Yuri pushes in early and Breno caught looking the wrong way. Only problem is in that position you've got to rely more heavily on your teammates. Make sure that they're holding A main or heaven so that you can't get backstabbed like that, but maybe just a bit of miscommunication there. He's stuck looking the wrong way with nobody to protect him. Although the pistols, maybe just using him as bait, but clearly doesn't work out. And we'll see the first investment of an AWP during this timeout. Safe does find it. Another gun round. 5th round of the game, and we find the 2nd gun round. No AWP for Furia though, just want to play out these buys. Saving the guns from each rounders. I believe it was 4 alive there. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but still building up that economy as they can. So everyone's rushing over towards B for the minute. One lags behind, and MIBR do find A main control. They aren't going to stay there too content for the minute. Heaven smoke separating Caserato and Yuri. This, I disrespect it anyways. Breno going to be looking for this. Is he ready? Surely he hears the footsteps. Yes, he does, but the flash comes through. It's perfect, and Molodoi will punish. This is a free B site for the taking. Connector, no one's even stepped foot in it. And MIBR calling the save before the bomb's even planted. So that'll be a quick round. Straight up opener onto Breno, and MIBR want none of that. Absolutely none. Giving over towards that site, and Breno didn't even find one, which is a bit disappointing. As the flash comes through, maybe not enough support. No rotate coming in quick enough. They're already kind of declaring the round dead before it's even ended. Bit of a disappointment, but MIBR get to save 4 guns going to the next round. So they've got a bit more to work with. Furia though, saving 5, so getting that economy build up, getting a little bit of a safety net going for if they have to back out of any of these rounds. But 5-0 to start off train on the T side, that's a pretty good start. Last time Furia and MIBR played, they did play train, and Furia won it 13-4 with a pretty nice Yuri carry popping off that day. But we'll have to see, can MIBR break that record of 4 rounds on the previous map of train that they played against Furia for the minute. It's not exactly looking that way. Breno tagged once by Yuri, and Insani has taken out the round early, finally punished for his A main aggression. But Lucalzi trying to get a bit more info, just held by the smoke for Yukindar. And he knows where he is, but he somehow doesn't get the kill. Molodoy missed nade. Lucalzi gets surrounded, spins around and finds Yuri. Getting spammed now. Finally he gets taken out of the round by Molodoy, and finally it's looking up for MIBR. 3v2. Molodoy and Keserato. Some incredible players on this team. Can they fight their way back into the round? Bombers A main for the minute, but the wrap around from Keserato. Safe, gets shot in the back of the head. And they know where he is now. They know where Keserato is, but Molodoy, not certain. Still 45 seconds left. They've got a bit of time to play out. And Exit's gone over towards B. Just check it out for the minute. Keserato is ready for the back corner Breno lurk. Bomb's not moving for the minute. Exit's holding this passive angle into con. 25 seconds left. Bomb's got to get planted at some point. Only a nade left for Furia. If they want to use this, Exit's got a molly and a nade. What can he do in this? Keserato, you're going to finally get that bomb down. Is he going to find Keserato? Eking out, he just fires the shot. Is he going to be found? Yes, he is. Exit on low HP. Molodoy's only got to get a slither of damage onto him. Misses his shots. Oh my god. And Exit's got the kit. He's lurking in the smoke, and Molodoy can't find the spray. And Exit finds the round. Finally, the first round of MIBR through an absolutely incredible whiff from Molodoy. Not what you want to see from the newcomer of this team. The breakout of his career. And he whiffs that many shots. He only needs to land one of them. And somehow all of them missed. The spray going through the smoke as well just outlined him. Outlined Exit. Lucky to be alive. And MIBR find their first off of some incredible luck like that. Holy. And Molodoy going to respond with a buy of the AWP. AWP v AWP, safe v Molodoy. He's going to find a pick first, safe holding over towards Ivy. Ivy with Exit, and Flash comes through, just keeps their attention poised there, but nobody's looking towards A for the minute. Pop Dog being held at the moment. And it looks like Fury are going to walk into the trap. Walk into the lion's den of B halls. Still a minute left, they haven't committed just yet. Fallen pushing it up, is he going to get shot in the back by Breno? Surely, no, they're ready for Breno, but they are ready for Insani. Insani can find 2, but Molodoy will punish. Lucalzi's still there. Does make his presence known. Keserato picked off. 3v2 once again for MIBR. Can they find a second round? Both Yukindar and Molodoy low HP. Rush around to get out, and Lucalzi will be found. Safe with the AWP going over towards B. Exit on the flank. Where do they push here? They've only got 25 seconds left. They've got to make a move soon. They either get crunched out by Safe with the AWP, or Exit with the flank. Both low HP. And Safe doesn't see them. Completely disregards the heaven. Doesn't find them. Molodoy turning around, ready for the flank. Jesus, finds a 3k on that, and finds a round. Some incredible game sense from him. Ready for the lurk. But Safe just misses that timing, doesn't check heaven, and thinks they're going over towards A. Could be popped up as the alert comes through. They aren't ready for it. But Molodoy with the AWP poised on his position. As soon as Safe looks away, gets immediately punished by him. That is a 5-round lead for Furia at the moment. Not exactly looking promising. This is a T side of train. Fairly balanced at the minute, I would think, but Furia making it look so easy for them. And once again, a bit of a half buy. Bit of a half buy for MIBR. Just hoping they can afford some guns in the next round. Take a time out for that. And see what they can muster up in this round. Round number 8. Can they get their second on these lower guns? Brenner with his B-holds haven't been convincing so far. Luke Halsey's pushing up A main quickly though on the stairs in case Marvin's ready for him. Not accurate enough for it. They cleared Ivy, but Insani by E-box, getting surrounded. They know where he is, gets spammed through, and Safe trying to push the smoke. Just get a lucky kill. Gets punished for that push. And Exit wants to save his M4. Gonna quite happily give over the site. But Breno maybe looking to see if he can get some exit kills. Molodoy holding T-spawn for a minute so they can't get flanked. But Breno I think is just gonna play out the time. Gonna see if he can keep his 5-7 and Kevlar if he's lucky. But I wouldn't be surprised at this point if Fury have gone a bit of a prowl. They've got enough guns to buy into the next round and even a third, even a second if they're lucky. But they're just bunkering down on the A site. Not going to give MIBR anything. Going to play out these advantages and let them make the mistakes. Let them do the missing of shots. Breno and Exit finally regrouping together. Going to get to save an M4 and some Kevlar. A little bit into this next round. But if they're not cautious, this game could get away from them. If they lose the next round, you're looking at another save. It's quickly 9-1. And the game's nearly over. This is MIBR's quarterfinals. It's them that need to be stepping up in these playoffs. Not often there, to be honest. But hopefully they can pull out some strats that can get them these crucial rounds to keep them in these finals. So at this rate, it's not like we're going to be seeing Mirage. We've seen Furia's Wrath on mute. At the moment, they're continuing that onto Train, and Fallen has already got a bit of a flank. Surely they know this, right? There's got the boost going up. Surely they see it. Surely they're ready for it, but they aren't. Backs turn. Fallen with the spray finds 2 of them. That's an opening onto the B site as well. It's only Insani left here to hold them back for the minute. Safe on the flank, but he's got an warp. This is not good for a close range battle. Insani's got lots to do. Get some damage onto Kindar, but it's not enough. And Safe 1v5 with an AWP. What can he do here? Round's crumbling apart. Maybe that's another miscommunication as well, as Fallen makes some very audible steps trying to go around towards CT from Ivy, but it just doesn't seem like they're ready for it. They're both holding from Ivy. Whereas Fallen just easily picks up a couple of kills. And they are hunting at this point, but just didn't consider that Safe could be in top dog. And now this game is getting away from them. Not what we like to see. Fury have got enough money to buy for the next couple of rounds. Maybe even until the end of the half at this rate. Whereas MIBR trying to get the most of everything. Some incredible loss bonus coming through for them. Max at the moment, but is that enough to give them the rounds they need to stay in the grand final? Not the grand final, Jesus Christ, I mean the quarterfinal. I was going to say 2 South American teams in the grand final. I wish there'd be a day for that. Safe missed shot with the AWP. I think we'll be able to retrieve it. That isn't what you want to see. Somehow though, you're overextension in a couple of places. Does give MIBR a couple of kills back. Exits on for 3 at the minute. Furia and Serato left to pick up the pieces, and bombs on the other side of the map. They know they've got to go back for it, but they don't know if it's being held or not. And Sani trying to get some information. Exit ready to trade him out, ready to hold his flank, ready to hold his back. Side by side. Trying to push this. And Serato going back for the bomb. Yuri spots out 2 of them. Just slips away into the back of halls. And Serato, you can't be losing that on Ivy. Sending out a smoke onto A. It's going to be their final place to commit. 30 seconds left. They've got to do something at some point. And exit. Boosted up. Finds 4. Can he find the ace? Yes, he can. Exit gets the ace. And this is where MIBR get their second round. Only when they can get some incredible plays from individuals. Only once the multi-frags can come out is when MIBR can actually get some rounds. It's a good round from Exit, 100%, yes, but MIBR just, as a team, aren't clicking together like you'd hope them to. Breno, a new addition, not exactly doing his best work, that's for sure. Especially on the B site as an anchor, not doing very well, and he's getting rushed for the minute. Just as I say that, they hold back, but Molodor's on the prowl with the AWP today. Ready for anything. Ready to punish any pushes that come through, that come his way. Because he has got the talent that Furia needed. As soon as he joins the roster, they start making playoff appearances. I know it is an A-tier tournament, but crazy coincidence. And this is a nice little peek from Breno here. Quite like this. He's just got the pixel over towards heaven. It's the small stuff that counts. I'm going to walk into this when he sees this. Here's utility coming out. Maybe communications from Mikauzi. He's just in the smoke for the minute, lurking. They're going to know he's here. Breno gets taken out, but he shoots a bit too early. Does still manage to find one, but he gets shot in the back by Fallen. And now MIBR have got to go for the retake. And Sani lining up his crosshairs with the IGL of Furia, but he just falls away into the flank. But if he'd held a little bit longer, he might be able to find safe as well. And Sani's so weak as well into Con. Kingsral's just hiding below him. It looks like they're calling this off. They're going for the save already. Save after save. MIBR given nothing on this train map. Map 2, this looks like it's going to be the final map if it's ever going to be. MIBR not going for any of these. I know Insani's weak, but I feel like these summer rounds you should be going for. You should be going for some of these aggressive plays at this point. Because otherwise you're never going to get into the back into this map. The B holes from Breno. Once again, he just dies first. Doesn't get anyone to take down with him. Only once Lukowski makes a play in the smoke can he find it. Can MIBR find any kills? Because this is not what you want to see in this half. 2-9. Can Furia make it 10-2? 3-9 was how the first half ended the other day on Train in Furia versus MIBR group stage. Still in the favour of Furia, so they've already tied their score. Can they beat it? Molodor punishes the early push from Breno, once again saying his name, saying him die in vain. Not what you want to see, just Furia taking the advantage early and just they can just play it out from here. Let the kills come through, and that is a horrible time to save. Poor guy. Insani trying to pick up the pieces. But just as he has his util out, he gets gets punished, and Furia taking the entries onto the site. It's only Exit left in the 1v4 to see if he can find the third round of MIBR in this half. So tragedy, the bomb will go down. But the site crawling with the men of Furia. There's no point going hunting at this point. You might as well bunker down and take this round as it goes. And Yakindar will push that early and find the kill. That is pretty simple from him. And this has been a complete demolish of first half for MIBR. Going horribly for them. Furia have just 100% turned up in the server today. And Molodoi putting in a double shift. Knows exactly what he wants with this new roster, and he has been punishing MIBR every single step of the way. And MIBR need to win this pistol round if they want to stay in this game. Otherwise it's going to be force buy after force buy for them. What magic can they pull out? What magic can save them from this game? Save them from themselves? Gotta do an impeccable T-side call and safe. Boost up there, gets shot at the back of the head. It's falling apart already. They've already cleared Ivy. I think A main's been cleared too, so Furia can go and stack over towards B. But Pop Dog is looking to be where they want to push out from first. What can Yuri and Molodoi do? The smoke comes through. Faking a smoke for Con for B. They're going out. Pop Dog for the minute. Yuri getting rushed down by a couple of them. Gets gushed. And then Molly comes back as well. Forces him out. Puts it back to a 4v4. Molodoi in the corner. Can he find any of them? He needs to find one of them. He wants to keep him in the game. Manages to slip away and fallen. Peeks out straight away and finds one. Him and Yakindar ready for the fight. There's Bruno in the corner. Finding some kills now, finally. But Molodoi with the confidence boosted up on the train. And, oh, finds Insani as well. That is a very nice kill. Very beautiful crosshair placement from him. He has been on fire this map so far. Absolute insanity from him as he completely punishes MIBR everywhere they go. He can entry, he can AWP. What can't this man do? Absolutely incredible from him this half. This game, why do I even say this half at this point? He's been completely demolishing MIBR. It looks like are they going for a save? No, they call the timeout now. Good decision. They're down 9 rounds. This will be a crazy comeback if they can do this, but can they? It's the question. Can they? Because at this point, I've not seen much that has given me hope. MIBR solely relying on hopes and dreams and individual plays. I mean, they had a 4K from, I think it was Exit as well, that gave them their first round, and an ace from Exit gives them their second, and that is completely it. MIBR falling completely flat on their face in this game. Like I said earlier, they lost 13-4 on train in the previous series. This event so far against Furia, and so far they're almost, well, Furia are trying to speedrun this, trying to beat that score, trying to go 13-2, and so far it is working 100%. MIBR have got to do some incredible stuff. They want to stay in this, and the ego from Quesarato and Molodoi peeking out early. He peeked out. I think my game's glitched half the time, to be fair, but yeah, the hands and stuff, it's been going all day, but MIBR just getting picked off. They don't commit early enough, and they're all just queuing up towards A main in their spawn as well, getting picked off one by one. Exit wants to hold this, does get punished. Molodoi once again on a streak, and Insani's got a lot to do to keep him in the game. You can't save at this point, you've only got a Galil. 1v5, be crazy if he pulls it off, but quite frankly I don't have that faith in him at the moment. Bombs left over towards T-spawn. He's got a lot to do. Goes over towards A main. I like this. He's got no U-turn. Can he put this through? The spray misses and Molodoi gets a quad kill. This plan is incredible. Freshly taken off the Amcal roster. Very much an underwhelming roster. I literally, until Furia had signed this guy, I don't think I had ever heard of him. Maybe even read his name once, but didn't consciously recognize it. But this game is giving him a name in the world of Counter-Strike. Right now, South America probably loving this guy, but I'm not sure, maybe. Maybe they're thinking of Furia as a bit of a traitor to the South American lineups, so they decide to go international, but they're finding success no matter what, so MIBR. So Brazil as a whole must be somewhat pleased. MIBR, non-international, losing this game by an incredible margin. Yukinder finds one but gets traded out in the halls. It's a 4v4. Can MIBR keep themselves in the game, keep themselves in the quarterfinals, or is Furia going to send themselves straight to the semi-finals? Bombs going back towards A for the minute. All four of them lined up together one by one. A little orderly queue trying to find their way back over to A main. But Furia playing this out, not trying to give them any advantage. It looks like they're going to try to go towards Ivy. The smokes are going to get dropped. Drop for exit there. So they can do the full execute, but feed up towards Ivy, and there's 3 players on A. What can you do here? It's a silent push. All queuing up in Ivy. Smokes come through and Fallen tries to play ahead of it. Surely they've got to know. Caserato spots them out, finds one, gets them really weak. MIBR falling at the seams. It's only exit left in the 1v4. Can he keep them in the quarterfinals? Tech9 at long range isn't going to do that. Gets swung, and Furia send themselves to the semi-finals of PGL Astana 2025. Beautiful map from them. Absolutely beautiful. A great game from Furia on their map pick of Train. Molodoi showing us how ready he is for some tier 1 Counter-Strike, and MIBR getting run over on the tracks of Train. A disappointing CT side in particular, as Furia ran through their defenses and outmaneuvered them each time, causing a loss of site control in the majority of rounds, leading to the loss in the quarterfinals eventually. So, bit of a disappointing performance from them, but nonetheless there's got to be a winner in Furia just hammering that nail home. Alright, I'm still trying to improve my casting, so any feedback on cast would go a long way, but overall, thank you, bye.